it's Paige, and today's video is going to be unlike any video I've ever filmed on my channel before. So, as you can tell from the title, I made my own palette. But it's not like I came out with my own makeup line or collabed with a brand or anything like that. I actually just designed this makeup palette, which let me get into the details. But first, if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy, and let's get started. So this palette is from a brand called Botticino, and someone on Instagram actually DM'd me a link to their website and said that they had seen a couple of ads for this on their Instagram, but they haven't heard anyone talk about them. So they suggested that I make it into a video, so I responded and I was like, heck yes, thank you so much for sending me this idea. So that's what I did. I went on Botticino's website and I created my own palette. So you basically get to design the palette, like what the outer packaging looks like. You can name it something, or you can put your name on it, which is what I did. And then you pick the shades to put on the inside and you name them, whatever you want to name them, and I just think it's so cute. So I just finished using it for the first time, and I think that my eye look turned out really cute. So if you want to see my opinions and thoughts on my own eyeshadow palette, then just keep watching. So I have all of my makeup done except for my eyeshadow and mascara, and it's time to get into the palette. So right away, I did want to just say that this palette was a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be. I did pick the 6 pan size, which I believe is the smallest size that you can pick from. There's different variations, but like this is my phone and this is the palette, so it's really tiny, but it is really cute. So when I got the palette, it came with the palette, and it also came with each eyeshadow individually wrapped in these little containers. So I was kind of confused at first. I was like, what is going on? But I just had to unwrap all of them and then figure out what shadow I wanted and which name, because you do get to name the shadows, but it was pretty easy to figure out. So yeah, I thought the box that it came in was really cute. It was a cute presentation. So let's get into the palette. So I did a pretty simple design. Like I said, I chose the 6 pan palette, and they have different like layouts for you to choose from. So they have patterns, templates, and things like that. I think you can upload your own photos if you want, but I'm not 100% sure. I was really confused. I had to do the whole thing twice. The first time I did it all and I thought I was done, and then I clicked next, and then I lost all of my progress. So that was kind of annoying. So I had to do the entire thing twice, and I had to pick the shades, name them, you know, pick out the pattern, the template, the font, all of that twice. So a little bit frustrating, but I wanted to do this video, so I mean it's just like an inconvenience, but it's not that big of a deal. So I chose to do like a pink marble with a gold accent. So the back is just pink marble, front is pink marble. We've got gold around my name. I just had Paige Koren put on there because I didn't know what else I would name a palette. And then you open it up, and this is what my palette looks like. How fun. I went pretty neutral because I felt like if I was going to give this a fair review, I would want it to be shadows that I would actually use. So it is gold on the inside. You do get a little mirror. I'm not sure if I would really use that. It's nice. It's just not super big, but it's nice. And then here are the 6 shadows that I picked, and they are removable, and I do believe that this is a standard pan size, so I think you can put other brand eyeshadows in here. I'm not 100% sure. I don't have any that I could test that theory out with, but I'm pretty sure, so hopefully. So I went with a designer theme for the names of the eyeshadows. So I have 3 matte shadows on top and then 3 shimmer shadows on the bottom, and I kind of tried to like match them up a little bit. So we've got Balenciaga, Gucci, Louis Vuitton, Off-White, Saint Laurent, and Fendi. Those are the names of my shadows, and I will give you a little bit of a close-up. So you do not like formulate or come up with the colors. You just pick from a list of colors that they have, and then you can name it whatever you want. So let's get into it. I am really excited. I have somehow resisted playing with this, and I've had this for like a couple weeks. I got it right before I left to go to Disney. So I need some eyeshadow brushes. I'll be right back. I am starting to sweat a little bit, so I apologize for that. Most of my eyeshadow brushes are like really dirty, so I'm gonna kind of be making this work with the brushes that I have that are clean. So I'm gonna zoom you in a little bit and let's get onto the eyeshadow. So to set my eyes, I'm going to use Balenciaga, which is this matte creamish white shade, and I'm just gonna go in with this Morphe E62 brush, and I'm just gonna set my eyelids. I didn't use an eyeshadow primer because I rarely ever use an eyeshadow primer, so I'll be able to tell how these shadows work compared to the other shadows that I normally use. All right, so that was pretty easy and simple. It's hard to say. It definitely set the eyelids. It does have a little bit of pigment. It definitely lightened up my eyelids, so that's good. That's all you can really ask for from a shade like that. So now I'm gonna go in with a Morphe M441, and I'm gonna go in with a Gucci, and I'm gonna run this through my crease. Oh man, I'm like so excited. Okay, here we go. So it's really pretty. You definitely have to like really go hard to build up the pigment, but it is not patchy at all. It actually is very smooth and it blended out very nicely. So that is definitely a pleasant surprise, but I am having to go back into the pan, and I'm not even like tapping off my brush anymore. I'm just going like hardcore in and then straight to the eye to make sure that I have the pigmentation that I want. So now I'm gonna go in with an M456, and I'm gonna go into the shade Louis Vuitton and focus this on the outer corner and then also bring it into my crease. So the shade is a lot warmer than I anticipated that it was gonna be, so it's gonna kind of clash with my shirt a little bit. I have on my Florida State shirt because I'm going to the Florida State game in a little bit. So it's a lot like more orangey than I expected, but it is really pretty and it is blending out really well. The shadow formula is very consistent and smooth, and it's not patchy at all. I really like that, and it blended together really well with Gucci. I think that it looks really, really pretty, and I'm a big fan. And again, it's not something that's like super, super pigmented and you have to be so careful. Like, it is really pigmented, but it's definitely still easy to work with. The shades are also very buildable, so when you initially apply it, it might not seem very pigmented, but you can definitely build up. Let me turn down the exposure a little bit. Woo! You can definitely build up the pigment on top of itself, which again is super fun. So you can make things look a lot more intense and dramatic. So now I'm gonna blend out this a little bit better, but we're gonna go in with some shimmers here in a second. Shimmers, which shimmer should we go in with? I'm gonna swatch all of them. Okay, ooh, this one is Off-White. This one is Saint Laurent. I'm not really sure how you say that, so I'm sorry if I said it wrong. And then this one is Fendi. You know what? These kind of feel like the Jeffree Star, the middle row, like the shimmery row of the Jeffree Star Thirsty palette. They have a very similar consistency. They're, especially that one. Okay, I have to go get my Thirsty palette. So here are the shades that I swatched. We have Off-White, Saint Laurent, and Fendi. So I'm gonna swatch these next to some of these shades here. Okay, so here are the shades swatched. So the top row are my palette, and then the bottom row are from the Jeffree Star Thirsty palette. So obviously they are different, but especially this one right here, those two are very similar. The Jeffree Star one has more glitter in it, but they're very, very similar. Like, I don't know if I could tell which one was which on my eyes, so that's very interesting. And those are some of my all-time favorite eyeshadows, especially these two right here. Those are some of my all-time favorite ever eyeshadows. So let's see, which one do I want to use? I'm feeling Saint Laurent, but I'm also feeling Fendi. I'm gonna go with, oh, or should I go gold because, you know, FSU? I'm going Fendi. So I'm gonna find a clean brush somewhere. I guess I can just use this one. Normally I use my finger, so I'll try multiple methods of application. This is like a Morphe brush from the holiday collection, and I'm gonna go in with Fendi. And this is just a dry brush, and let's see how this applies. Honestly, it's kind of like, it's cute. She's cute. It's just gonna take, oh, there's lots of fallout. it's just gonna take like a hot minute to, you know, get the pigmentation that we want. You kind of have to like dig into the pan too a little bit, which is why there's so much fallout, I think. When you wipe the fallout away, there's still like glitter all over my cheek, which, I mean, that's fine with me. I love glitter, but I know some people wouldn't like that. But that is honestly so pretty. Like, I love that. I think that's so cute. How fun. Okay, I'm gonna do the other eye. And then I might use off-white to highlight a little bit, like my inner corner and my brow bone. So same thing on this side. I wiped the fallout away and the actual like darkness went away, but the glitter is still like all on the side of my nose. So I think that this is really cute. So I am gonna go ahead and highlight my inner corner and my brow bone with the shade Off-White, which is like a white-ish kind of shade with like a gold kind of like sheen to it. Okay, I think we look cute. Let me swatch the matte shades too, just for funsies. So there are the 3 matte shades. Let's go ahead and give them a swatch. That one's a little powdery. I mean, they're pretty dang pigmented. This, honestly, I'm just gonna say this went a lot better than I was expecting it to go. Like so much better. I thought this was gonna be a complete fail. I did pay for this with my own money. If you guys have any other requests as far as videos go or reviews, please feel free to DM me. Feel free to leave them in the comments below. I would really appreciate that. So I'm gonna go put some mascara on really quick and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I put mascara on and it's time for me to give you my final thoughts on this palette. So overall, I had a really good experience with this. I had a lot of fun designing the palette and picking out the shades and the names, and like I said, it was a lot smaller when I got it compared to what I was expecting, but you do get 6 eyeshadows, and I do believe that these are standard eyeshadow sizes, so I think it's really cool and I like it a lot. And the shadows performed really well. The shimmers, like I said, they leave a lot of glitter on your under eye / side of your nose area, so if you don't like that, then maybe do your eyeshadow before you do foundation. I never do that. I just have never ever done it like that. So I mean, it's fine, it's just glitter, but that is like a negative thing that I would say that I noticed. But overall, the shadows blended out really well. They had really nice pigmentation and the colors are just super cute and I love it a lot. And I'm shook at how similar the shimmers are to the shades in the Thirsty palette by Jeffree Star. So I got this palette for $23.96. I think it was $29.99, but I think I used a discount code. If I did, and if I can find one, I will leave it in the description box. Like I said, I will leave the link to Butonomy is how you say it, I think. Butonomy. I will leave their link in their Instagram down below. I did pay for this with my own money, like I said, and yeah, all opinions are honest and my own, as always. This is something that I'm definitely going to continue to use. I think it's really pretty, and I'm so happy that I went with a more neutral situation. They did have some more colorful shadows as well, but I'm a neutral kind of gal, so I'm so excited. I love this so much. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Have you guys ever heard of this prior to this video? If you have or haven't, let me know down below. Let me know if this would be something that you would consider doing. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to ring the notification bell and follow me on Instagram so you guys can DM me some video ideas. So I love you guys so much. I hope you have a wonderful day and I will see you in the next one. Bye!